thing I bought today from Spotlight was some more just plain fabric to match the little bodysuits that I've got. So this fabric will be to create mock-up designs instead of actually embroidering onto the bodysuits. It's the smart way to do things, so you're not wasting bodysuits. Just hope people look past the actual mock-up design sitting on the bodysuit and see it for what it is, but that's the way I'm going to do it. It's the way a lot of people do it. So yeah, I just bought some more fabric to match the bodysuits. That was one thing that I was running out of, and I was like, I need some more material. So now I can do some more designs. I'm gonna do something a little different. I wanna do 3 mock-up designs, and I'm going to use my extra large hoop for the very first time, and I'm going to be doing an embroidery on an adult's t-shirt. Never done it before, so this will be my first time, hence while just doing a mock-up design first to see how it stitches out. I did begin to do a mock-up design on my hoop that I always use, which I now believe to be the 5x7. I thought it was before, but I still wasn't sure. I was just guessing. So I went looking for the manual, and the reason I don't know these things is because I inherited my mum's machine, and I've just been fluffing my way through, learning as I go, and I've just been using this 5x7 hoop all the time, floating my baby onesies. Have never done an adult t-shirt before, have done a few mock-up designs like this, and that's fine. But now I'm going to a bigger design, embroidery on an adult t-shirt, so I'm curious to see how this turns out. I want to do 3 different colors, a black, a gray, and a white. Same design. This is the design I'm going to do. This particular one will be going on a black t-shirt, or black fabric mock-up, and then I'm going to do 2 others. This one will go on a grey. I really like that. That looks good. And then this one will go on a white, for a white t-shirt. So I'm curious to see how these stitch out and how they look on their retrospective backgrounds. I'm about to just use the heat press, my little heat press, what do you call it? My little cricket iron, it's a tiny thing, just to fuse the fabric to the medium stabilizer, fusible stabilizer. I like to iron it just to make sure it's all smooth, like this one. I did iron this one. So I started stitching this one out and realizing that's going to be way too small on an adult t-shirt. So I'm not too sure what video I did say this in, but I had mentioned I have never used my big hoop, and so I'm going to brave it. I've dragged it out, I've hooped it up, now about to heat press it and then stitch out this pattern. I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to look good. Now that I am armed with information and I know what size hoop it is, I've been able to design my embroidery design accordingly. And I hadn't done that before. So this is going to be big. So I'm curious to see how big it will stitch out. Okay. So here's my bigger hoop. That's what I've always been working with, and now I'm going to this for the adult t-shirt. Yeah, I didn't need all the stabilizer down here, don't need all the fabric down here, don't need to waste all that room, and you know, just wastage really. I'm only stitching up the top, so I'm going to position it on the machine to where I think it should be, and hopefully this will be a great guide for when I put it on a t-shirt. All right, I'm not going to bother, I might just show you one design, just do one design and time lapse it, but then I'm not going to bother showing you the other ones. I'll just show you the end results. Okay. It's about that. Yeah. Let's do another. I think that's going to be pretty big. Very curious to see how this turns out. So it's saying the whole stitch out on this is an hour. So this is going to be interesting. All right, might bring in closer. Okay, there you go. There is my design on the black. So I'm not going to do the other two today, the white background and the grey background, because this has taken up a lot of the time and a few other things. Love this design. I think this is a winner. Really like this. There's a couple of things that I think I'm not too sure about the dots in the middle. That is going to take a lot of time cutting that out. So that might not be very efficient for me. So I may have to get that design changed and take that out. Other than that, there you go. I think that colour really pops well. I can't remember the colour of the thread, but it's like a real rich yellow. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah. Might even make my own t-shirt. Not too sure. Have to work out where to place it on the t-shirt. I'm not too sure. So maybe there. I'll work it out. This will be the first t-shirt that I'm embroidering, and but first of all I want to check out how the design stitches out first in the hoop. And I'll be using, well, yesterday I used my big hoop for the first time, and because I'm not used to it, I wanted also to see how it would stitch out and the placement on this big hoop. And I'm pretty happy with how the one design turned out thus far. I don't want to show you just yet because I want to show you the whole three of them. I'm doing the mock-up design on a black fabric, white fabric and grey fabric, and in different colours. Two designs now, one yesterday, I've done one today, and I'm on my last one. And I thought, you know what, instead of cutting out my grey fabric in the bolt that I've got, why not use the stuff up bodysuits that I have got? Because you know what, I've got a fair few in here. This is my muck-ups where I've made mistakes. I've kept them, and I'm glad I did because I had a brainwave idea. Why not use it? And this was the design I did have on it, but I can't remember where I went wrong with this, but there was a mistake on it anyway. I know that much. It's such a cute pattern, isn't it? Well, anyway, so I'm cutting up the back of it, and I'm going to use that as my mock-up fabric. Brilliant. Now I know what to do with my muff-ups. So there you go, a helpful tip for you guys with your muff-ups. Keep them because you can cut the back side of it and use it as a mock-up design. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Anyway, I have now, so there you go. Helpful tip. Anyway, I'm going to get started hooping up this one. I have a couple of packages that I want to open up, but I'm going to get this embroidered, hooped and started before I do this. I know what it is, and I'm really excited to share it. I hope the embroidery machine's not too loud and that you can hear me okay. I said that I had a couple of packages, and I'm pretty excited that I've got this. It came super quick, so I'm really happy that it's here. I should have had better scissors, but anyway. Probably not ideal, my little scissors. Open. Right. And there's another one. Getting there. I'm stitching out my third mock-up design that I will reveal once this one is finished. But in the meantime, let's have a look. Can anyone guess what it is? Can anyone? Probably not. I must say, it's pretty huge. I'm not very good with measurements. I'm going to have a sneak peek first. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. You ready? You ready? Woohoo! Love it. That's really good. Oh my goodness. I love it. Now, where to put it? Could go. Not too sure. Or I could go maybe. Can't really tell. Let's have a look. I'll have to move Sarjanala. So there. Move all my flowers. They're actually my props. Sort of there. Stay. What do you think, guys? There or back there? Anyway, hubby has just gone down to, Bunnings, our hardware store, and he is actually going to put up another shelf for me, similar to this one here, similar to this, over here. Now, initially, I didn't want anything in this corner because my plan is to get a multi-needle machine, and I know that actually can be quite, you know, big. And at the moment, my embroidery machine's just here. But you know what? I gotta live for now. I gotta do things for now, not anticipation of what will be one day. So he is actually going to put up another shelf here, and so I can stack some more boxes like these guys, but not in shelving like this. They'll just be stacked on top of each other, much like that up there. So because it's space that can be utilised, and it's not going to impinge on the TV at all. So I think that will work. So I know he's just gone and got the materials to put up there. So I'm gonna have to finish this stitch out first and then pack it up and move my machine so he can get into the area properly. But anyway, I'll come back and show you the end result of the 3 mock-up designs. Oh, I forgot to unwrap this one as well. However, this is to do with my new design up there. Oh, I think I'm a bit crooked now. Anyway, all right. I think there's a thread break. Let me just unwrap this one first. Some adhesive stuff for it. And then, nothing else in there. Just in case I don't want it stuck up on the wall. Oh, in a nice little bag. That's handy, keep it all together. So if I end up putting it up there behind me, in case it doesn't stay like that, this, and I guess it can be portable as well, but that is a bit too lightweight, so it would blow away if it was outside. This is just a little table easel thingy-majiggy for it to sit on. Cool. I don't think I'll need it for the moment, but there was a good sale on, so I got it while the going was good. Hubby's just come down. I think he wants to go through to the garage, so, and I've got to change this, well, rethread this. All I can say is that far exceeded my expectations. The shells look a lot better than what I thought I wanted. So super stoked with this. I can actually fit a lot more up on those shells than originally planned. And probably things are a little bit weightier on the shelves as well. So yay. Thanks, hubby. You did a good job. I had a whole heap of baby bodysuits that have come in for me to put on my inventory, my store inventory spreadsheet, and then pop into the containers that I have here. They don't come in plastic, so I have got to quality check each one of them to ensure that none are dirty or ripped or any imperfections before I put them in my tub. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I did go through already and quality checked for if there was any imperfections or marks and stuff like that. And there's two sets that needed to be put aside, and I will return them because I don't have time to wash them. And besides that, I actually don't wash my baby bodysuits. You just never know who it's going to and whether that little bubba is sensitive to any of the stuff that I've used in the wash machine. So, and I do actually put on my Etsy shop under each item that I'm selling that I don't pre-wash any of the baby bodysuits, so they are actually aware. However, in saying that, I still got to make sure that they're all clean and that there's no imperfections. Otherwise, I can't sell it. So I've done that already, and so now I'm just popping them into my inventory. I just use Google Sheets on my G Drive. I don't, well, apart from my Etsy shop, I just put a standard 5 bodysuits on my Etsy shop. but I pay attention to what's actually in my inventory. So I've actually put the different colors that I've got here. Don't know if you can see, yeah, the different colors of the bodysuits. I haven't actually updated this in a little while. I've used a scrap piece of paper. Yeah, that's a no-no. You're meant to put it into the inventory sheets straight away so you know exactly how much you got. But I did get busy there for a little bit, and it was up to date as of this piece of paper. But however, I've got a whole stack more that I've got that I want to actually pop in my spreadsheet properly, so I can do a proper stock take and see what I'm low on at an eyeball. And now that I've got my little U-Boot iPad Air, I can actually use this downstairs now because we have Wi-Fi. Thank goodness. I don't have to do it on my phone anymore. That was very painful. So I'm in the best spot now to actually do my inventory haul and pop everything away properly. There's no excuses now because I've got my little iPad, and everything's down here, so I can just check over, mark in there how many I've got of the different sizes, and then pop them into the containers I have. So here's some of the containers, more of the larger ones. I only go up to a 2 toddler, which yeah, states here 18 to 24 months. I've got short sleeve and long sleeve, and the different colors I just pop in there. And my other lot are over there. I will be getting some of those out shortly so I can pop the little bodysuits away after I've counted them. So anyway, this is what I'm going to do for the moment. Stick around and yeah, just if you have any questions, just put a comment below. Be curious to see what other people use as their like stock take listing or the inventory haul spreadsheet or programs. Yeah, I would be very curious if there's something easier, better. Not too sure. This is working for me. This is something I created. And I even put the colors there, so I knew exactly what. I just noticed I'm missing a color. Oops, need to find that one. But yeah, okay, better get to it.